A Long Island woman has made it her mission to keep Holocaust stories alive, all to honor a very close loved one. Jenna DeAngelis explains how her purpose starts at home.
Have a kiss.
Loving mother Dana Arshen-Kraslow makes sure she's always reading with her daughters. But there is one story she feels is most important to share. That's the story of their great-grandfather, Nat Ross, a concentration camp survivor. Poppy, as they call him, was born in Poland on March 8, 1922. He was a teenager when the Nazis invaded his town and rounded up into a ghetto, eventually imprisoned in Auschwitz. 5 of his siblings and both his parents were among the millions of Jews brutally murdered in the Holocaust. As Dana says, the number on his arm, a permanent reminder of his suffering.
They lost their identity and their names once they got to these Nazi camps, and they became numbers. In recent years, he would actually show everyone his tattoo because he was proud of surviving and of the family he built, and he wanted to make sure that his story was never forgotten.
Dana made it her mission to keep his story and other Holocaust survivor stories alive. As a news reporter, she traveled to Poland producing 3 short films. Her work won her a New York Emmy, opening the door to what would only be the beginning of her work as a Holocaust documentarian. A demographic study on Jewish Holocaust survivors reveals about 245,000 are still living around the world, but the median age is 86 years old. Time is precious. Dana knows that, but she's driven to tell these stories. Her passion and her promise to her Poppy is what brought her here. To the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. Dana is its first ever storyteller. She interviews survivors.
This story is on a Holocaust survivor named Mirei Tell.
This is the original Star of David that
She also shoots, writes, narrates, and edits their stories.
I was lucky not only to be a survivor and
to help their legacies live on.
I believe it's my obligation to keep not only his story alive, but the stories of all Holocaust victims, because I am very aware of the fact that I would not be here today if not for him.
Her late Poppy, who lived to 101, is her inspiration, and by sharing his story, one day, he will be her daughter's too. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS News, New York.